Top, yes, but only one can stand, and the best of them may still be kept on bracket. We're gonna go directly to the fighting scheme that these two gentlemen have to offer, and it's Larry Lurr already taking the first blood against against Goblin by just throwing the laser and working on that neutral.
We're gonna start working that percentage, and I'm a little bit surprised to see Town and City as the starter stage. I will think that Larry Lurr will prefer a stage with a lower ceiling. Maybe the bands were not in his favor after all, but well, we'll have to work with this. I mean, we're gonna look for those backers, and that's gonna be critical. We're gonna start with here with a nice conversion, trying to go for the cutscene combos as we all know them and love them. And yeah, indeed, we're gonna start looking for those backers and a spike. See ya later. I prefer the air, but I want you underground. Go shop something nice over there at the Gracie Race.
Yes, oh, but the raw force smash, he just charged in, he just went face, he just went face, volley, charged that force smash, served it raw. I feel like Goblin is one of those players that have no respect whatsoever for their opponent. I mean, not trying to say that he's disrespectful, but what I'm trying to say is that he has no fear, he holds no fear against them, and he just goes for those wild decisions that eventually it worked for him, and of course, grant them those stocks very quite early.
Indeed, and now with 79%, this could be Goblin's stand if Larry manages to get a backer here in the corner, but not yet. Goblin manages to recover into center stage. This is gonna be good for him. Trying to keep himself alive. Nair out of here, trying to go for his prey. This bird is sure trying to keep control out of the skies, but Goblin, look at this. Finally sharking, going down there below the platform, making sure all the suppers hit, trying to get some extra mileage here and a little bit more of damage, but doesn't get it. Larry defending himself upper, not yet, just barely scraping the the blast zone also with a fair good. That was the last hit of it, so we're not gonna see a lot of action there. One more touch is what he looks. Oh, we're baiting. We're looking for them. We're fishing here. It's fishing. It's a good morning, but it will be better if I was fishing.
But you know what? I was talking about how Goblin. I was talking earlier before about how Goblin just went on full disrespect against Larry Lurr by just throwing that forward smash randomly. But I feel like that was the specific sign of respect by just giving his shield, just giving his guard, and just waiting and expecting what was gonna be Larry Lurr's next move. That was a straight up respect to his opponent, respect to whatever he has to throw against you. So it's like 63% Larry Lurr against the ropes already, but that's a single window that could possibly lead to something else, but sadly Larry Lurr just doesn't commit to anything else rather than side B.
Yeah, and also trying to poke. Oh, the backer! Oh,
what?
I mean, no fanfare, just the death. That's a dead bird. Oh, he's gonna have to get back to base. We're gonna have to see him regroup and repair that air wing, but yeah, just he was trying to fish for the fair, but Trade Backer is gonna do the job for Goblin. Always strong, hitting near the hilt. The young lion finds his mark and burns this bird to a crisp.
It was a little early though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was the percentage window, but at the same time, I feel like that was a little bit early to kill, honestly. But in any case, we're going to game number 2. It's gonna be once again Town and City, and to be perfectly fair, to be perfectly honest with y'all, I'm gonna share with you. I am so excited that we have Town and City. I feel like we have been playing Pokemon Stadium and Final Destination this whole time.
Yeah, it was a nice change of scenery, but also, I mean, these players prefer this. They can kill early by the sides if they're able to get that right hit. But for now, we are gonna try to get some damage in to get those confirms. Larry going for the suppers, making sure the Goblin has a hard time landing. Oh, another backer out of here. Now it's time for the edge guard. He's gonna get it just barely out of there. Goblin so smart, making sure the up B doesn't get touched at all in his recovery. A little bit predictable as always with Roy, but making sure it's safe.
Currently, Larry Lurr sitting at a really tight but sure and safe 67%, and never mind, you know what, I just went ahead of myself, I just rolled directly into that one. I should have known better that 67% was not safe enough against Roy.
Yeah, you're in Town City and you have 60% in the ledge versus Roy. Oh boy, I have news for you. You don't want to get hit by that jab. But for now, Larry trying to keep taking the one stock of his own, trying to put a name on himself here, but doesn't get it. Goblin looking so aggressive now. He is now cooking. He is now shaking his prey. He might be a little bit afraid at the beginning. He was having a little bit calm, but now he's confident. He has established the pace of this match and he's dancing, baby.
Goblin not quite happy about his results earlier on the bracket, early on the polls. He's already showing out the rage that he has already enclosed in case all this boiling anger that's throwing so violently against Larry Lurr. But Larry Lurr, on the other hand, he's already showcasing how much of an expertise he has on the Falco. He tried to lure us into thinking the Falco agenda was not real, but of course he's already making a case himself. He's just showcasing the best of the best that this Falco has to offer, and as sad as it may seem, I feel like it may not be enough for this game number 2, as once again Goblin takes the first and the lead against Larry Lurr.
Indeed, he's having a little bit hard time here. Oh, trying to go for the spike though. He wanted to get it, another blazer. And I mean, to be honest, this Roy is looking so nice. Goblin making sure to keep this advantage, making sure that Larry doesn't feel comfortable at all, and baiting everything that Larry is trying to pose. He's trying to put a little bit of an offensive on his name, but the Goblin is just neutralizing everything of that. And with all these hits, oh my god, that was so close to getting it done, but not yet. We're gonna need one more hit, one double-edged dance, one backer here. Could be everything for these two.
Back to the footsies, they're just trying to lure each other prey to their fangs, and it's Larry Lurr who went for the cross-up on that shield. Sadly, he did not expect the reversal of that side B to be on Goblin's favor. That was quite the early percentage, but that's something that Larry Lurr has to take up in mind. If he's gonna still keep choosing Town and City, I know Town and City is big, but I'm not totally certain of how close the blast zones are, the side blast zone, not the top blast zone, because I know the top blast zone is actually quite high, the ceiling. But I feel like they may be a little bit closer than you may think. So of course that's something that he's got to take into account if he's still facing Roy and losing at those early percents. Roy is that kind of character that you can never feel safe once you have already hit the orange numbers.
Yeah, I think something like Battlefield could benefit Larry Lurr more. Maybe Small Battlefield too. Like you said, Talent City is alright, but we need a little bit more of platform action for him. And also, he has to look killing upwards. I mean, I know you like your backers and everything, but you need to look. You're a Falco after all. You need those ladders. You need those hits. And speaking of hits, Goblin taking an early lead. Oh, watch out! We got a conversion now. Side switch, and we are now. Ooh, trying to go for the Braves downer, but doesn't get it. Now, I mean, Fear, are you knowledgeable of Pollo Feliz, the one of the chicken rotisseries over there in Sinaloa? Because indeed, Goblin is cooking some nice chicken today.
I am very much aware of that one. My dad tried to buy me one for my birthday. I was like, are you for real? In any case, yes, I'm very much knowledgeable on Pollo Feliz. Estoy muy entendido de eso. Y lo que sí sé, what I actually know is that this chicken may not look as happy. He's already lost 2 whole games against Goblin. He's already losing at the edge, and of course, all the center control, all the stage control against Goblin. I feel like I've spent most of the games looking at Larry Lurr struggling to make it back and taking 1 or 2 hits against Goblin rather than actually keeping the middle of the stage, the control of the match, the pace of the set, and that's something that surely is taking a toll on Larry.
I think Larry didn't see that up throw coming. I mean, he just went flying like that, and you're right. I mean, Larry needs to get those nice hits in. He needs to get those punches, and I mean, we're seeing the lack of edge guards over here, and we are trying to keep this competitive. He's been trying. He has to work in a reverse trio, not anything like that. There's not only one comeback. It's 3 games in a row he has to come back, and Goblin also has a counter pick advantage. It's gonna be hard. We are seeing a lot of problem here in the ledge, and now we got the down tilt. We get him, and finally taking a little bit of advantage of the low ceiling from, I mean, smaller ceiling than Town and City here in Small Battlefield. But we need to start playing a different game, my dear Fear, because Larry Lurr is struggling so much to start his offensive.
manages to make it back into the stage after that air dodge quite safely and gracefully saved his life, and now he's sitting at 88%. It's a less it's a deck chase situation that forces Larry all the way to the edge, but sadly nothing came afterwards. But that jab to backer is gonna be more than enough to take on the second stuff of Larry Lurr. This is probably gonna be his last tournament stock if he doesn't start cooking up something against Roy.
Too eager to go for that downer. I mean, we got a different kind of flash cards.
We got him. Let's go. That's the setup. That's the reversal. That's the shift on all the momentum. Being able to land those 2 lasers against Goblin was quite enough to set up for that downer and try to shift the momentum in his favor. But once again, taking face value on that up B, one after the other. It feels like it's just too much damage for him to handle or to come back from, Big C.
Yeah, he reached our final plane, and he was struggling a little bit. He was getting some stray hits, but not a full combo as we need. He likes those uppers. We have to find a way to keep Goblin a little bit at bay. We don't want him just going wherever we wanted. I see that Larry's having a little bit of trouble predicting where Goblin's gonna be. I mean, he's not trying to predict a lot of air dodges. He's trying a lot to go in and trying to get a hit in personally, but he's having a lot of trouble just trying to condition Goblin at anything. Oh, there's gonna be a backer. There's gonna get hit. Yes,
and that's it. As early as all other stocks were, Larry Lurr has already lost in a 3-0 convincing set against Goblin, and Goblin is gonna be the one that keeps it both representing Roy on this tournament while also representing the whole US on what's left of this tournament. Goblin has already taken his seat at the king with the kings on top 8, and Larry Lurr sadly may not be gracing us and may not be more. What I'm trying to say, he may not stay here and grace us with his beauty. You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
I want to see more Larry in the bracket.